everybody, Savat here, aka Doompiggy, and I'm back with another Eve Echoes video. So today is a special day. I hit 300 subscribers, and one of the things that happened because I hit 300 subscribers, a good friend of mine, Eternal Echoes, gifted me a ship. Now a lot of you guys may not know this. Some of you who watch some of my older videos might, but I didn't always specialize in lasers. Before I specialized in lasers, I actually specialized in missiles, like many people. And I lost my Caldari Navy issue. And when I lost my Caldari Navy issue, was about the same time battle cruisers started coming out. And I knew that I just wanted to have fun with this game. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna move over to drones. And so I moved from missiles to drones, and I started training up my drone skills, and I got into a Prophecy. It was actually my first battleship. I didn't have the Prophecy very long before I lost it, and after that I decided that I didn't want to do drones anymore. I wanted to do something else, because I was just having fun trying to figure out what I liked in the game. And that's when I moved and fell in love with lasers, and since then I have been focusing on them. Well, Eternal Echoes so kindly gifted me a Drake, which is what we're looking at here in all of its glory. So he knew I had the missile skills, knew that I was actually looking to pick up a Drake just to have fun with. One of the reasons for this is because my laser skills are taking some time to train. And in order to keep content a little bit fresh, I wanted to have some more ships just to be able to show off and kind of have fun and do things with on the channel while we're waiting for these skills to train. I'm still working on this Advanced Battlecruiser Engineering Level 5, which is going to help out the Drake as well as my Oracle as well. My Oracle is still going to be my baby, my primary ship, and I plan on getting 2 ships whenever I hit Tier 9 as well. I'm going to get my Battleship, which is going to be my Apocalypse. I'm so excited for that Apocalypse. And I'm actually going to get the Oracle too, because I want to have both of them. I am going to specialize in large lasers. I will have all of those skills maxed. It's going to happen. Secondarily, even though I want to use battleships, battleships, I'm still going to try to get my battle cruiser skills up to a decent level as well. I want to use battle cruisers and battleships primarily. And that's where I want to stay. I kind of want to stay away from frigates. There's a lot of people who are going to be doing frigates. It's mainly a PvP thing, and they are very good in PvE as well. Don't get me wrong, but that's just not... I like my slow lumbering tanks. I like tanking. I like doing damage with some big guns. I like playing the kiting games. I just like those play styles personally. Speed taking has its place. It's fun. I enjoy it whenever I do it, and I actually have an alt that is working on doing some frigate speed tanking as well that I'm primarily going to use for PvP. You guys might see the ult on the channel. You might not. Who knows? We'll see what happens in the future. Okay, so that being said, I want to actually show you guys where my skills are because they're not perfect for this Drake. And, well, let me finish my train of thought first. I'm getting all over the place. We'll get into that. So, Eternal Echoes is actually about to hit 250 subscribers. I mean, at the time that I'm recording this, he's at 220 something. But he is actually running a giveaway. And kind of as a thank you, I just wanted to give him a shout out. And I will put the link to his channel in this video to thank him for gifting me the Drake, and also to help him get there. His giveaway, he's going to be giving away a faction ship, so a faction frigate of your choice, and he's going to be making it himself. He is an amazing ship builder and very kind. He does stream, I would say probably about 10 hours a day. He streams quite a bit and does some amazing content. So if you want to see live play and talk to him and ask questions while he's actually doing the T10s, T8s, he constantly is running those missions. The ship he's currently in is a Prophecy, but he does use the Harbingers as well. He is a laser fan. He is an Amar fan, to be more specific. And glory be to Amar, as he would say. So you should check him out. He streams all the time. He does wonderful things. I think you'll enjoy his content. Now, that being said, I would also like to thank again everybody else for helping me to get to 300 subs. You know, this is Sparta territory, and hopefully we'll be able to get to a lot more. I am thinking of trying to put something together. Unlike Eternal, I'm not a real big giveaway person, but I do think that I will try to do a giveaway of some sort. I haven't figured out what it is as of yet, for 500 and probably 1,000 subscribers for when I get there as well. But first off, we got to get to that 500 mark. I haven't decided, so if anybody has any ideas or any thoughts of what I should do for some type of giveaway for 500 subscribers, go ahead and put it in the comments, and I will review those and see if what ideas that I like and don't like, and try to work something out. Alright, now we can focus on the Drake. So Drake, let's open him up. Well, giving you kind of a sneak peek here. I'll go over all of this in a second. I'm all over the place. I'm just really excited about getting into this today. Let me show you my skills. You know my battleship skills aren't perfect, even though I am working on them. So my battlecruiser command, I'm actually at 4 out of 5. This is important because one of the Drake skills does use this battlecruiser command to get additional armor, or I'm sorry, shield resistances. So these are kind of important to have, and I will be getting this because I do want it on my battlecruisers, but I have other things that are prioritized first. Now, as far as weapons go, it uses not my glorious lasers, but missiles. And let's take a look at my medium missiles. So I have Medium Missile Torpedo Operation 5, Advanced Medium Missile Torpedo Operation 5, Expert Medium Missile Torpedo Operation 3, Medium Missile Torpedo Upgrade only 4. That's important too because this is also another one of the skills that it uses, so I'm missing out on this as well. Advanced Medium Missile Torpedo Upgrade 4, and I don't have Expert, so my missile skills are a little bit lacking, but they're decent. They're decent. Like I said, I stopped and started working on a lot of other things. So I still do enjoy my missiles. I do enjoy lasers better, but love my missiles as well. So that puts us in there. Another thing, as you can see, I am training up Advanced Battlecruiser Engineering 5. This is important. Once this does get to 5, I will be putting some time into getting the Expert Expert Battlecruiser Engineering. The power grid is just very important on these ships, and a lot can actually come of that. So let's take a look at that skill here for a second. Alright, so this one here, it's going to actually end up giving me, once I complete it, it's going to go up to another 3% capacity. Power grid, it's going to go up by 5%, which is pretty big. And warp capacitor, I mean, that's good, but it's not something that I really use too terribly much in my non-PvP world. But it's going to take 10% less power to do that. So I guess if you ever do get in any trouble, 10% less capacitor needed to actually warp away is still definitely a good thing. But once we start getting into Expert, and check this out, we're going to get more capacitor capacity, more power grid, more of the warp, medium turret power grid need, minus 10%, and medium missile torpedo power grid need, minus 10%. These are going to help out tremendously when trying to do some extreme fits on these battle cruisers. For example, equipping some of the large equipment instead of medium equipment. So I still have like medium missiles on the ship, but I might be able to fit in a large shield booster, or I might be able to fit in a large Nosferatu or something like that much more easy without actually having to use rigs. So I'm very excited to actually get that skill trained up as well. That's going to help out all my battle cruisers. And even with my Oracle, it's going to let me do, because I have some of the close range fits where I'm actually using a large Nosferatu to stay cap stable, so I can go around and do some more close range things. So it's going to be really fun for experimenting with a lot of different fits once I have more power grid and everything to use. And I'm also very excited about that, but that's still a ways down the way. I've got a week left on this. 6 days and 4 hours, so a little less than a week on this. So once that finishes, I'm going to be opening up and probably working on more just the regular battle cruiser skills, and then I'm going to end up going back to my lasers, my large lasers, and getting those topped off. So I got to get the advanced large laser upgrade to 4 and the advanced large laser operation to 4, and then I got to take a look and try to basically see which ones I want to do. I don't know if I want to just go ahead and get the advanced upgrade and the large laser operation to 5, so I can both the advanced skills, so I can get into the expert skills as fast as possible, or finish off the 5s on the initial basic ones first. I don't know. We'll see. But that's going to be coming up, and I am going to be getting all of these skills maxed eventually. It's just going to take a very long time. Alright. Also, too, another skill that's very useful with this is shield. My armor tanking, I actually have armor operation 4 advanced 3, armor hardening 5, and no advanced hardening. My shield operation is not quite as good. I have shield operation 5, advanced shield operation 3. Shield hardening is only at 3 and nothing. So my shield skills need a little bit of work as well. I may look into that depending on how much time it takes and see if I can expedite some of those. I am saving up some of my free XP here, so we'll see. We'll see where I end up putting that. There's a lot of stuff I want to try, and in this game, I do believe if you are focusing on one ship, you are going to get the most out of that ship. However, there's so much in this game to experience and have fun with. Just doing one thing, where you're going to be really good at it, it can get really boring when you have so many varieties of stuff to fly out there. I mean, you guys have seen, I have my laser ships, I have missile ships, I have the transport ships, because I do like to do some of the transporting of stuff. Normally I just do the missions with that, though. I've tried a lot of different things, and I have a real good time with it all. But again, primarily, love lasers. Alright, so let's get into the fit with this ship. We can see here just at a glance, this thing is rocking 803 DPS. And I have my drone, my little droney boy here. My hood ornament is giving me 28.5 DPS. So my hood ornament of choice is a Mark 7 Vespa. He is my favorite little boy, so I love him. He comes with me pretty much everywhere I go, so I decided to put him on the Drake. Next in the mid slots, I'm actually running a Republic Fleet Target Painter. Originally I had this as a Nosferatu, but the Nosferatu I noticed really wasn't doing me much good. So I did change it out for the Target Painter, and the Target Painter is pretty good. I would think it's a decent thing to have on this, and that's because your missiles actually apply damage a little bit more differently than the lasers do, so improving the signature size of a ship is going to help you quite a bit. And there are some people who swear by the Target Painters and actually run multiple. I don't, but I'll get to that in a moment. I have a Caldari Navy Stasis Webifier, and I am running an Interruptive Warp Scrambler. This trifecta here is my anti-frigate. So if there's a frigate with a micro warp drive, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to use a web to stop it, and I'm going to use the Target Painter to blow it up. This ship, unlike the laser boat, I don't care if it gets under my guns. I want it under my guns. If it's out there doing its full speed, my missiles are not applying damage. So shooting at it at a long range doesn't help me at all in any way, shape, or form. I want it to get to as close to me as possible so I can stop him and apply more damage that way and blow him up. So I actually want him scramming me back. That being said, I do run 7 Pitham C-type medium missile launchers. This was not cheap to get these guys on here. My missile range now with these guys is 49.75. Again, you saw my missile skills. They can get a lot better, but that's not bad. So we're just shy of 50 km. So 50 km basically, with 803 DPS, and this thing is a beast when it comes to the tank. Now in my low slots, I'm running an elusive missile guidance computer. This missile guidance computer here is actually just to give me that little bit more range and help me with my explosion velocity and radius. So this thing is very, very, very helpful, especially for the smaller ships as well. And in a lot of the missions, you're going to run into a lot of smaller ships. I'm running a Pitham C-type ballistic control system. Now this here is because I was actually running a reactive armor hardener, and I realized I don't need it. So yeah, for the missions that I was testing this out on and everything, I didn't need it. I didn't need it at all. So I just put in there the more damage. This is going to help out tremendously in all aspects. I like having a tanky ship. I like having a tanky ship that can do damage too. That's fun. I have 2 Pith C-type adaptive invulnerability fields. There you go. I think they're pretty self-explanatory. They're going to give me resistances. And I have a Pitham C-type medium shield booster. Overall, the defense on this ship, with my current skill level, is 34,159. Not bad. Whenever this is active, which I'll show you guys in a second, this thing gets super tanky. Alright, for rigs. Let's go over these rigs first. So I didn't have any more of the freebie rigs they give you, so I actually had to buy some semiconductor memory cells. So I have 3 semiconductor memory cell 1s that I put in here. Once you start getting into the 2s and 3s, these guys get god-awful expensive. However, this ship could really make use of those 2 and 3s, and you are going to get more capacitor time out of that. This capacitor at 3 minutes and 2 seconds, well, you know me, I like cap stable. This is nowhere near. Alright, over in our offensive rigs, I am actually running a rocket fuel cache partition 3. This is increasing the flight time of 12.5%, not the velocity. This is going to give me additional range, which it does, and the reason why I chose this is because this ship already gets a bonus to velocity. So instead of double stacking the bonuses to velocity, I would give them more flight time since it's already getting an advantage of having an additional velocity. So this should actually help it out more in my opinion. I don't know if that's factual or not, but that's just the way I think. So I did hear somewhere someone say if a ship gets a particular type of damage bonus, range bonus, or attack speed, you want to go for one of the other ones. I don't know if that applies to range as well, but I figured it's worth giving it a shot. Next on here I have a Bay Loading Accelerator 3, which increases the activation time adjustment of 12.5%. And I have a Warhead Califaction Catalyst 3, which gives me a damage bonus of 17.5%. All in all, making this guy very, very heavy on the damage, which again, normally you know I have defensive rigs in here, and the defensive rigs do me well on my other ships, but this ship, I think, because it has that primary defense taken care of and it's not cap stable, I don't think it's meant to sit there and be a brick wall the entire time and then slowly kill things. I think this ship is meant to be able to get in there, take a ton of damage, dish out a ton of damage at the same time, and get things done quickly before its resistances can run out. At least that's the style that I'm going to be playing with it. Now if you notice, I don't have any type of afterburner or micro warp drive on here. This ship is slow. It is very, very slow. Even with an afterburner or anything like that, it's still slow. It's not fast. It's not going anywhere. It's not getting there anytime soon. For speeding up missions and things like that, fantastic. But, I mean, you could probably take out one of the damage mods and put that in there or whatnot if you want to do so, but I'm not. Alright, let's take a look at what the roll and everything bonus here is. So the roll bonus, we get 25% medium missile torpedo velocity. So that's what I was talking to you guys about earlier. It's already getting a bonus to the velocity, so I got the fuel because the fuel is going to extend the time that it travels, the velocity is going to make it travel faster, overall giving it more range. Advanced medium missile torpedo upgrade bonus per level. You do get 12.5% damage to 2 different damage types, so it's not a flat 12.5% damage bonus. You are getting it for kinetic and thermal damage. So this is actually, the kinetic is going to help you more versus armor. The thermal is going to help you more versus shield. Basically, kinetic and thermal damage is giving you a little bit more bonus to both of them, but neither one to the extreme damages. Shield resistance, 4% per level. Battlecruiser command bonus per level. I only have that battlecruiser command at 4 currently. I do need to get that to 5, and I will get an additional 4%. So that is also handy, making this ship way more tanky. And that's about all when it comes to that. Other than that, it's just a really thick ship. Total shield hit points are 12,000. Armor, 8,000. Structure, 7,000. So a majority of everything is in the shield hit points. Obviously, it's supposed to be a shield tank. If the bonuses didn't tell you, the shield should have. Alright, navigation, slow. Just plain out slow. So let's go ahead and pick up a mission. I don't think I have anything close. Yeah, we'll take you. Nope. And we're going to undock, and I'm going to show you a couple of things first before we jump into the mission. So we'll put on the shield hardeners, and we'll activate the damage control, I'm sorry. The whatever it's called for missiles, I can't remember. Ballistic control. Got it. Alright, so if we put those on and this, where are we sitting at? So our damage is 1033 with this active. That is pretty impressive for only one damage mod. Our defense, we're at 52,000 with 64% EM resist, 74, 78, and 82. These are just insane. Insane already for not having hardly anything. We just have the 2. We don't have any defensive rigs or anything like that in here. It is able to hit quite a beefy tank and still have a lot of damage to back it up. Very impressive ship. Okay. Let us professional soldier. We're gonna warp in at 50 because I think these guys do stop off. Alright, so this ship has, again, the 49.75 km range. One of the things we do have to worry about is I do these Caldari missions. When I'm doing the Caldari missions, they're going to use the missile jamming systems on me. That is going to shorten my range. That is going to make my explosions not do explodey things as good as they're supposed to do. We do not like this. Alright, let's lock up all these guys. Now, our primary target is going to be this Pitham Blackbird. And one of the reasons why it's going to be my primary target... Can you not? I know it's a Drake. 5,600. That is so good. Let's activate those. We want him dead because he is the one that's going to be disrupting us. And this guidance disruption is horrible for us. Let's see what it does. We're down to 39. We're losing 10 km range. Okay. So they're shooting us. We don't care. We're going to apply some speed because they are using missiles as well, and any type of movement's going to be better than none. Now, these small ships we don't like. And they're going to be the bane of our existence. Our missiles are not going to apply full damage to them. And the target painter is going to help a little bit. 3,600. This thing, it just eats stuff for breakfast. And it doesn't care. Like, it doesn't care at all. Oh, you're going to shoot me? Fantastic. Hi, Caracal. So much fun to be a tanky boy. 5,600. Let's activate that. Bye. Moa. Hi, Moa. How you doing today? Normally you guys are tanky boys too. Have some missiles on the house. 5,800. It's just nice. This ship can tank, it can do damage, and it applies damage evenly amongst all the damage types, so it doesn't really matter what you're fighting. The only thing you really have to watch out for are Caldari, because they're going to do the missile disruption. And you just take out your targets that are missile disrupting you, you should be fine. 5,600. Yeah, we're just going to take out this Drake nicely. It looks like it's firing torpedoes at us, so sitting at our 30 km range means that those torpedoes aren't even going to hit us. So we don't care. Don't even care. That's one of the things about fighting your enemies. If you can't stay out of their range completely, as you guys know from watching me, or maybe even other people, I don't know, but I like to figure out those ranges on the ships. Alright, so we should have some irritating guys this time. Some guys that are going to swoop in on us really quickly. That is fine. Like I said, we want them to swoop in on us really quickly. So this guy here, we're going to target paint and we're going to shoot. And we want him to get close to us. See, right now we're not doing anything to him. Sure. Is that 16, 15? Alright, we're going to hit him with the scram and the web, and watch, he should just blow up. He's going to stop moving, and pop, 3,300. Don't care, get as close as you want. I want you to get close. It makes it so much easier for me. Don't have to worry about you getting under my guns or anything like that. Alright, next on our list is going to be the Pithom Blackbird. It is going to be the one who is annoying us with the missile disruptors. So we'll actually orbit him at 39. We don't need to be so super close. And as you can see, sitting out at this range, we're not at extreme ranges, so they are able to hit us, but we don't care. Now, this ship is not cap stable. It is cap stable as long as we're not running the shield booster. But as you've seen, we don't need to run the shield booster all that often. We're just going to use this shield booster to top off our shields whenever we need to. Maybe get back up to full shields before the end of the battle. Things like that. They've got a Naga on here too, and this Naga is using large weapons against us. Now, none of these are elites. It is just kind of a basic mission, but we do 33, should be okay. Let's take out these small ships first. We do want to get rid of them. They're the more annoying ones. And we can actually pump the shield booster some here. Get ourselves back up and ready for the next wave. And this guy isn't moving very quickly at all, so our damage is actually getting applied okay to him for being such a small ship. Alright, next on our list, we'll activate those, and we're going to go ahead and hit this Caracal. $5,800. It's a thing of beauty. And he's dead. Next on our list is the Moa. Yeah. Poor Moa. Oh, 5,400. Look at him. He's running away too. He's like, no, please. But it doesn't matter. And last, but not least, we're going to have our Naga. Now our full damage basically gets applied to the Naga. It's a big enough ship, and we're just going to sit here and deliver him missiles. 5,600. Yeah, this Drake is easy living, and you know me, I like my easy living ships. Now, one of the things about this ship that something like the Mauler can do, the Mauler's being cap stable, means that if you are playing these missions and you are going AFK, you can leave everything active and go out, get a drink, run to the store, and your ship is still going to be sitting there with its tank running and probably able to survive if a wave spawns or anything like that. So you don't have much to worry about. This one you can't quite do that in. You do have to sit here and pay attention, but you're still safe. I mean, nothing's really gonna give you too much issues. Yeah, fire on him. Let's blow up his signature a little bit. We do want you to get very close to us. We want to be able to stop you. When we can stop you, you stop living. Okay. I don't even know if he has. I doubt he has a micro, but that's okay. We're going to use it anyway. And dead. Next on our list is you. We're actually going to start an orbit of 30 km around him, and we're going to take out this Blackbird. Now remember, as long as this Blackbird is on us with the stuff, we should be at 39. Oh, I can't see anything. Okay. 39, I believe, with the disruptor. Yeah, 39.8. So we still do want to make sure to get rid of this Blackbird because it is taking away 10 km of our range, so he is a priority, but not as much as a priority as the ships that get close to us. We have another Condor out here, but he wasn't micro-warp driving or anything, so he's not a threat. None of these guys are a threat. Nothing is a threat to the iron plate of doom. To me, it just looks like a floating armored plate, like something you would put over your knee in a futuristic game, like a shin guard. That's probably a better example. It is the shin guard of doom. So it sits here. It takes all the damage in the world, does not care, and delivers a massive amount of damage back. It is such a beast of a ship. So all the people that were talking about the Drake not being really good, it may not be what it was in EVE Online, and people may enjoy the Cyclone more, I believe. I never had a Cyclone, so I don't have it to compare to, but I don't know if I would like the Cyclone better or not, because I do like my ships tanky, and this does have that MOA defense with the missiles attached to it. It's able to dish out a ton of damage. It doesn't care about your small frigates at all. Just doesn't care. It's like, oh, you're gonna speed tank me, are you? Well, that's okay. I'll just stop you in your tracks and blow you up. So those guys become nothing of an issue. You don't really have to worry about anything killing you. And it's just, you get to see huge damage numbers whenever you hit things. I mean, I don't see what's not to like about this ship. Except for, you know, these missiles aren't lasers. Oh boy. It's a fun ship. It really is. If you guys were using missiles before and you did decide to trade them in for another weapon skill when they did the changeover, you are still going to be missing out on a lot of fun things that you can do, because missiles themselves may have caught a nerf, but they're still good. They're still very good. And the fact that they don't have the tracking issues that turrets have make it a very enjoyable style. I mean, with the turrets you have to try to slow things down, change your trajectories, figure out the in and out, and there is a lot more to be said about the active playing that you do with turrets, especially when you have small ships that are coming at you and trying to go, okay, this one's at this far away, I've got to make sure. With missiles, you're just like, yes, come here, get closer so I can stop you. Once I stop you, you're doomed. And this ship, just look at that, Naga, don't care. Okay, so this is going to be a bad one. There's going to be a lot of ships that are fast, right? No, it's not that wave yet. We're not on wave 4. Okay. Still don't care. We got this guy, the Blackbird. Got to worry about him some. We're going to take out this guy first. And we are going to turn on the shield booster here. Just for a minute. And let's go ahead and stop him in his tracks. Alright. Yeah, you're at 10 km. Bye. A bunch of small ships. Here, let's... I think I activated those too late, though. Another thing about the missiles that I'm not used to is with the lasers it has a much quicker fire time. So that much quicker fire time, even if I make a mistake on those, I still get some use out of them. With these missiles, if you activate these wrong, you may not get any value out of them. So that can be troublesome. And it is going to be something that I have to kind of relearn going back into playing with the missiles again here for a little while. So yeah, we're taking out this Blackbird. He definitely does take a whole lot less damage because he's a smaller ship, but he will be gone soon. And then we have nothing to worry about. Alright, we got a Condor here. Yeah, get closer, Condor. Come on. So we're not one-shotting the Condors or anything crazy like that. They still are a small ship and having that velocity. If we get them close, though, if they come in, if they want to be froggy and get over here right under our guns. We can teach them why there's no under guns for missiles. Alright. So I believe this is the last wave. If it's not and there's another wave, we'll take care of that as well, but I think this is the last one. But absolutely safe. Okay. So let's go ahead and activate these. See if we can get some extra damage in for a little while. And we want to move in. Let's focus on the Drake for now, because this guy is actually out of our range. And we'll start moving towards him. Okay. He is back in our range now. So, one of the biggest problems about this fit, and I just think the Drake in general, even, is getting your loot. It's going to take forever to pick up your loot. Forever. So I'm not going to do it. It's not worth my time. The floating shin guard. It does not vacuum up loot very well. But I mean, if you were really paying attention with how tanky and safe this ship is, you could have probably just been going in and orbiting each one of the loots at 10 or whatnot and picking up your loot as you go, maybe flying a little bit closer. One of the things about flying in close, you still have all the ships that are still applying your damage, and if you can't take damage from a ship, I always think that's better than taking damage from a ship. But yeah, keeping your distance, playing the game, staying outside of ranges are things that I like. Tanking also is something that I like. So, but you got these long-range missiles. I mean, you could always put the shorter-range missiles on there too and do some stuff. Maybe some things with torpedoes. I don't know. I don't like torpedoes. They're just really short range, and I'm not a big fan. I do like them on my stealth bombers. Torpedoes are great on stealth bombers. But yeah, the ship is fun. I mean, just straight up fun. Does not loot well. Alright. So if you made it to this part in the video, thank you. Please go ahead and hit like and subscribe if you do enjoy my content. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'm going to go ahead and go on home and park up the Drake. Alright, have a great day. Bye.